All right, everybody, welcome to the Parent Playbook launch. This is Miranda, and let me tell you something. She is the one that took my brain and put it on paper. Thank God. But I have to tell you, there's a little secret about this. Whenever we're working on a project, Miranda, what do I have to be doing?
In the car,
In the
moving.
car, in the car, driving. She's like, "You're much better. You're contained, Julie Kay, and you just vomit all the things." Okay, so tell them a little bit about yourself, and then I'll take the spotlight off of you because I know you don't like all of it.
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Miranda Diener Barbier. I'm the project director for the Julie K. Mastermind Company, and this is my fourth project. That's crazy.
It
That's
is.
exciting, though.
It is.
And I live in New Orleans, Louisiana, and
Where I
I
was
am a dance
contained.
educator.
Doesn't that say it all? That says it all.
It really does.
I know.
That speaks volumes.
I know. You know what? We were actually at the cemetery yesterday. It was my mama's birthday, and we were trying to tell my middle son like something about mom that they didn't know, and they're like, and she was conceived in New Orleans, and Gage was like, oh my God, duh. I mean, right? It says it all. But
It makes
like working on this project, like you're so talented. This is something that you do for me. Like, how is it working with me besides going ahead and telling that I'm crazy?
it's a big job taking ideas from point A to let's talk about a title for 45 minutes all the way until today when we launch it into the world. And I'm always mixed emotions on these days, on these launch days, but it's a long process, but so worth it. So great.
Well, I want to say thank you so much because I just think you're an incredible person. And you know what? I just am so proud of you. I just wanted to tell you how proud I am. I'm going to take the spotlight off you because I know you don't like it. She's like, oh, dear heavens. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. My hot husband is on there. You can see him. His name's Hot Daddy. I mean, who else would, name it Hot Daddy? I mean, that's like everything. Just make sure that you're muted, you guys, because sometimes people pick up phone calls or accidentally hit unmute. And as much as I'd love to talk to you, right now is not the time to talk to me because we're going to talk about the parent playbook and all of the things. For those that don't know me, my name is Julie K. Stallcup. Daryl and I have three children. Zeta, who's 16, Gage is 18, and Jet is 20. We have four dogs that we live and breathe for every day. If we could have 25, we would, and they would all sleep in the bed with us. I just love them with all my heart. I'm on the faculty at LA Dance Magic. This is my ninth year. I owned a dance studio with my amazing husband for 15 years. During COVID, we decided to shut that down, move back to Little Rock, Arkansas, where I now teach at a local dance studio called Dance Dynamics, where Zeta dances probably about 25 to 30 hours a week. She has told Daryl and I that she would love to be a professional dancer, and we're thrilled. She is just the joy of our life, and our other two sons go. One is a senior, and he is graduating from Pulaski Academy in a couple of, like, literally a couple weeks. And our oldest son is at the University of Arkansas, so go Hogs, and we are so proud of him. And our middle son is actually going to go up to Fayetteville as well. And in 2 years, we're going to be moving back to Los Angeles to build something really incredible. And you'll hear all about that launch party too. At the Mastermind Company, we have two different platforms. We have Team Julie K, and that is for strictly for dance teachers, where we create Sunday setups on Sunday for you as a teacher to be able to look inside my world of me inside the classroom with 18-month-olds to up to 12-year-olds. And I put videos in there of tap, ballet, jazz, hip hop, lyrical, modern, all the kind of crazy stuff that we do. And on the weekend, I travel as a convention teacher. I am the judge that judges the most. And I absolutely love it. And guess what? I only have two more cities of this tour left. This summer, you can see me at the Dance One Summit, the Dance Teacher Summit in New York. I'm holding my own event at Nashville, which is sold out. Amazing. Dance Educators Collective is going to be in Nashville. I'm also going to be at Energized in Chicago and the Alani Resort in Hawaii with Dance the Magic. There might be a couple more things. Oh, yeah, I'm going to enjoy nationals in Florida with mine and Daryl's daughter, with our daughter, hello. And then we're going to go to Boston Nationals and then LA Nationals. So I'm going to be all around the country this summer, and I'm really excited. I am an open book, and I say things that are just wild. And sometimes people are like, I can't believe that she said it. So if there's any parents on here, hey, just welcome to the family. I love mentoring and teaching kids. I am a certified life coach, and I'm also certified in teaching special needs kids, which is a huge part of my life. I believe if I am an educator inside this dance field, that I need to be working in it every week, and I am, and I'm very proud of that. I still teach at a recreational dance studio, and I get to see those babies. I just taught some this morning, and one of them brought me the most precious coloring sheet today. If you want to visit me on Instagram at JK Stallcup, you can follow me there. Haley will be putting in stuff because we have our own Amazon page, our own Etsy page. We've got YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of those things. And if you want to know anything more about the program, just go ahead and ask a question, and one of my amazing assistants or husband will get back to you, and let's jump in. Is there any questions that we have before we jump in? Anybody? No? We're all excited? All right, I'm excited. Dance, 620 Dance Center. Where are you located? I feel like I know you, Dana. Where are you located?
So I'm in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Well, we came to Austin one time. I feel like I know you. Have I seen you?
Dance Teacher Web, maybe.
Okay, I'm like, gosh, I know you. Or, somebody you're like, I gotta talk to her. All right, I love it. I love Austin. I love Austin. It's so much fun. So many good memories there. All right, Jill asked, what is the name of the program you mentioned that you offer content for various classes? That is Team Julie K, and we'll go ahead and put that link in there for you. Also, I'll have Haley put my cell number in there. Everybody in the whole world has my cell number. You're more than welcome to call me. I'm a very approachable person, and you never know, I might FaceTime you with a towel on my head, or I might have just jumped down in the shower. I'm just that person. I'm a very open book. So come join us, and let's see what we can get you into for Team Julie K. All right, here we go, everybody. This is the Parent Playbook. Now, if you decide this is a hazing, and this is a flip book, so you will not receive a copy of this. You're more than welcome to purchase it. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but this is a flip book, and we're going to just kind of just run through this. I'm not going to read the whole Parent Playbook for you. I'm just going to kind of let you know what is inside it. This is our disclaimer and our copyright notice right here. And we're going to jump right in. And I love that this is the first page of it because my glasses are down on the floor. I'm hands-on, and this is my sweet little Mabel. This is a dancer from Revolution Dance Center, the studio that my husband and I owned. And the coolest thing ever, I was dancing at the Latin American Music Awards for Maluma. And all of a sudden, right before I went on stage, I hear, hey, Miss Julie K. And it was Mabel's dad. Yep, he was the lighting and sound director of the amazing show for the Latin American Music Awards. But this baby, my favorite thing about this picture is her putting her hand on top of my head. And I just, I miss this family so much. Something that I believe that is so important, that supporting a young dancer takes heart, patience, and perspective. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. And that is something that I find, and if y'all follow me on Instagram, I am in there in the trenches with those babies, and sometimes some of those things are silly and people make fun of me for some of the things that I do. I'm horribly dyslexic, and I was a kid that had a really hard time learning and picking up choreography. I still do at 47, and I'm still dancing every weekend, but I find that I want to be that teacher that everybody can learn from and everybody can love. I've been teaching for over 30 years. It has been the love of my life. I have dedicated my entire life to it, making sure that kids feel that they can be a part of something as amazing as what my mother signed up for. And I told a little bit about this before. I went yesterday to the cemetery, and something that when I was leaving the cemetery, I was thinking about launching this, and I was like, what is something that I'm the most proud of? I'm so proud that I had a parent that supported me and loved me through it all. It means the most to me. And my mother stood next to me every step of the way, and everything that I ever got, she was there watching me and loving me the whole way. So it really starts off with a loving parent and understanding that this is something that they can turn into a career, and it can be as magical as anything that possible in your life. And I love it every day. You're going to see it through these pictures. So this is just a little bit about me. This is my LA Dance Magic family. This is me on stage at LA Dance Magic. This was in Denver. I totally remember this picture. And every week I do this great picture with me and the LA Dance Magic company who I get to mentor. This is a little bit about my amazing husband. Yes, he is hot. I call him Hot Daddy. I've been with him forever, and I love him more than anything in the world. And this is our baby girl on the bottom doing an arabesque. And guess what? That's all she ever knew to do, is to dance around the house. Our boys did dance for a short period of time, but ended up not wanting to dance, and that's okay. So we got at least a dancer out there. Now, this picture is some insights of what you should do to support, and examples of what you should do to support your dancer. This is one of my sweet angels. This is from recital last year, and on the bottom, these are two girls that I hired to work on the Momentum project that Miranda also did, which is a more intermediate advanced curriculum. And I love them. Oh, they're from Mosa Dance Academy, and I'm so proud of these girls. They are precious. The emotions and helping our dancers navigate big feelings. Okay, this is a bad, this story right here. Zadie goes, Julie K, you have to put it in there. You have to put it in there. Sometimes she calls me Julie K because, she gets mad at me. She's a 16-year-old kid. I was watching her trio, and I was watching it with some kids, and because I was not there, and she forgot the routine, and I turned it off because I was so embarrassed for her for forgetting a routine. This is a cool story about me being a mom and just feeling completely embarrassed for her. And it's hard when you're a parent dealing with different emotions, and as a parent going, oh my God, she totally messed that up. I thought she was practiced. And I kind of went down this whole rabbit hole of why, how did she mess that up? And it's just one of those things where I had to realize it's not about me, Julie K. It is about my child and the lessons that she's learning. And guess what? I didn't have a mom that knew anything about dance. And guess what? I am in the thick of dance. And sometimes I just have to step back. So this is a true story about our relationship. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the girl that is in the picture next to our beautiful daughter is her idol. This is Peyton Davis, and this is the person that she feels the most safe with at the dance studio. And Daryl and I allow her to dance up to 25 to 30 hours a week. Below is a picture of us at our Academy Awards, and this is about what our dancers really need. This is a teacher's perspective on page right. This was me at the United Dance Merchants of America in New Jersey, and me helping a dancer who was one of the most flexible kids I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And this below is me at our event called Glow, and this was in Chicago, me bringing in dancers. I am known for bringing dancers in that I have never met and teaching them right in front of people, because I want them to see that I walk the walk, teach the teach, and I do it all. I really do. I mean, I want everybody to know that I'm doing this. And I love that, because there are a lot of educators out there that do not pull in kids that, might not know what I'm going to bring up and what I'm going to be teaching. So going on, this is a better way to respond. This is something that I should have taken in myself when I knew that I responded incorrectly about her making mistakes. Something that I'm going to read on here that I think is important, instead of, how did you forget that? You practiced that so many times. Why didn't you focus more? Because guess what? Those are 3 damn things that I said to my kid. Wow. And she still brings it up. Does she not, Daryl? Yep, I messed up big time. He's like, yep, she does. I should have said, I'm so proud of you for finishing. Mistakes happen to every dancer. One routine doesn't define you. But guess what? I had a mom fail, and I have them a lot. And I'm sure that some of you parents, if you're on here, that you have lots of those failure moments where you wish that you could have gone back and done something different. Well, guess what? I'm in the thick of it with you, and we're just trying to learn and grow. Your child is growing even when the scoreboard doesn't show it. We're going to talk about me judging here in a second. All right, this is her doing her solo. This is me on stage in action. I am wild when I'm on stage. You usually see my hair flying all over the place, me giving high fives to kids. And I just love being up there, because that has been my dream. And now I can't wait to see my daughter pursue her dream. I love this at the very bottom. It says, a judge sees a moment, a teacher sees the pathway. And that's true. Sometimes those judges sitting at that table, you guys have no idea how hard it was to get them on stage, or that they might have had an anxiety attack before they got on stage, or they had a costume malfunction, or they're struggling in school. There's horrible thoughts going on in their brain. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, I was in Dallas, and I had my sweet little Cortland. Her mom said, please come help her. I'm losing her. And she goes, Miss Julie K, I do not want to do a solo anymore. Can you please tell my mom I do not want to do this anymore? And I looked at her mom and I said, she doesn't want to do it anymore. And you could see the relief in the child, and she just does not want to do a solo anymore for a while. And you know what? That's okay. Don't think about it as money being blown. Think of it as, okay, well, at least she now knows she doesn't want to do a solo, so you're not going to lose any money moving forward. Maybe you should invest that in a private lesson in ballet and helping their training. All right, lobby talk. It goes through all the lobby talk. Competition day, talking with confidence. And yes, I am not at her competitions hardly ever, unfortunately, because I'm on tour. So I decided one day to put this picture in there, and I took a picture of it. It said, "Do it for you, love, mom." And I just love the eyelashes and the eyelash glue and all the things in there of how I packed her, sent her off. And of course, her dad cannot go backstage. So guess what? She's had to learn at a young age to do all of this by herself. And I think it is so important of how independent she is. Yep, this is my favorite sweatshirt. Zeta's mom. Yep. Stacy's mom has gotta go. Except I need to change it to Zeta. I could AI that and make my own song. Yep, I could. Here's some pictures of us backstage, of her and I together. And this is the most important page that I want to read to the right. It says, "When I asked my daughter Zeta this question, her answer surprised me. This is exactly what she said. I don't want you sitting in the front row, Mom. I don't really even want to see you in the audience, but I want to know that you're there. I don't want you backstage talking to my teachers." Can I tell y'all how hard that is since I'm a teacher at the studio? What the hell? I can't do any of that. So I have to tell y'all something really funny. At this last competition, I realized I could see her. That meant that she could see me. So what did I do? I slid down in my chair just like this, just so she could bear. I was praying to God that she couldn't see me. Ugh. And here's the thing, this is so true. Sometimes our children don't need us to lead. They need us to lead, to step back and let them lead. And this is so true. Oh my God, it's so hard. It's so hard. Yep, this is me stretching her backstage. The only thing she wants me helping her with is stretching her quads and stretching her feet. And did she tell me that I stretched another kid's feet better than hers? Oh yes, I got in trouble because I stretched Ryan and I can't remember, Hayes' feet better than hers. I can't win. It's just one of those things. Anyway, so Daryl and I are just huge supporters of her. And these are some really supportive parents down on the picture below. I love my Ryan, Erica, and Monica. They are such good friends of mine. And so I wanted to share that picture. This is building friendships. Our daughter has had a really hard time at school. She was extremely bullied. She came up to me and Daryl and said, "I really want to do online school." Daryl and I were like, "Oh, hell no." And the more and more I thought about it, I was like, "Daryl, maybe this is a hell yes." And we decided to enroll her in an online school. She is thriving. She is months ahead and she has already finished her 10th grade year. I do think it is the greatest thing that we've done for her. Now she can work on becoming the dancer that she wants to be and focus on just, anything that her mindset wants to be. And I think that that's great. Do we still have to work on things as parents? Oh God, yes. Lifelong bonds. I'm telling you, the dance studio, I still have some of the most amazing friends that I have danced with professionally, and I don't know what I would do without some of these friends. So trusting the dance studio and trusting the process is going to be the most important part. But making sure that you're the parent at home that is also pushing that, hey, you know what? The teachers are doing their best. We're all doing our best in creating a drama-free place. This just talks more about modeling behavior yourself and leading with kindness. One of my final thoughts for parents is talent may open doors in dance, but kindness, respect, and positive energy build strong friendships, support teams, and lasting opportunities. Helping your child learn how to treat others. This might be one of the most important things ever. And that is a class behind me of junior company members. I'm not junior company, it's just junior class. And every time I'm teaching them, I'm like, everybody, let's meet a new friend. Let's learn how to love each other because we live in a world full of absolute hate right now. And it's not something that I want to spew. I want these kids to know that dance is going to be their safe place. And I want them to know that every time they step on stage, it's pretty much a diary. And guess what? They can let whatever is in their brain out through movement and not through harming other people. I think that this is something that we should really talk about with our kids. All right, here's some more fun pictures of my daughter. And a judge sees a moment, a teacher sees years of growth, and that is true. Just kind of moving through here so y'all can kind of see some of these pages. One final thought, success And dance isn't built on a weekend of competition. It's built over years of dedication, training, and trust the process. My very favorite quote of all time is hold the vision, trust the process. Thank you to my mastermind coaches. They put this amazing frame together, and I love that quote. It's my favorite quote of all time. The best thing a parent can do is support the adventure, not just chase the trophies along the way. I honestly believe this with all my heart. I'm going to go off for just a second and then we'll come on to the impact. I believe people are like, man, let's buy $1,000 costume for this kid. Let's look like this. I have never scored a kid higher because of their costume. I score a kid based off of how much passion that they pour onto that stage. I can always see a kid that's diving into their technique and wanting to be there. The hardest thing for me as a judge is seeing a kid getting up there and not having any confidence after working a full year on a solo. So, I mean, there's a bunch of things as a judge. I'm going to open up the platform after I talk about this impact, and y'all can ask me any questions. I will be more than happy to address this. This is the next project that is going to be coming out in August. This is called the Impact Project, and we are going to be registering for this in July, if I'm correct. This will go straight to the page, the Impact Project, Dance Family Development. And this is so exciting. You're going to receive all kinds of information about this. The Impact Project timeline: 3 free Zoom pre-launch Zooms, 4 weeks sessions, a graduation, 45-minute Zoom with me, with parents, and then dancers, and then a Q&A. This is going to be a 4-week program. We're really excited to launch this. And we're only accepting 50 families because I want to make sure that I get to know these families and help them. Something also inside this Impact Project, I know a lot of kids want me to look at their solos, and it's something that I have been doing for a long time, is helping dancers, look at their solos, see how they look, or look at a group dancer, or help a parent say, hey, is this a great thing for your kid? Should they keep dancing? Should they be in company? Should they do all of these things? So go ahead, Haley, put that in there for me if you don't mind. And I am here to answer any questions. Haley's going to be putting in all of that information to you. I want you to follow me on Instagram because Instagram is where I post everything about what I'm doing and what is coming up. So I'm excited about both projects, but I really think that the new Impact Project is going to be great because we're going to be doing it for 4 weeks with 50 families, and I think it's going to be very impactful, and I get to help you as a family navigate if they want to be a professional dancer or if they just kind of like this, how to help them improve and whatnot. My husband and I have been professional dancers. He has danced for Brenda Lee, the Platters, Mel Tillis. He was also a Power Ranger, and we own the dance studio together, and I think from both of us, we definitely have a group of friends and a pathway that we feel that we can help these dancers grow past a dance studio after they've graduated. If they want to be a professional dancer, we are here to help them as well. Plus, I have amazing friends that I travel with every weekend that choreograph, from Kids Bop to Shania Twain to all of my amazing friends that have been on Broadway. I have great connections, and I can't wait to move back to LA in 2 years and create an even bigger program for this. So I'm excited. All right. Does anybody have any questions? I need a drink of water. Anybody have anything for me? Don't look at me because that's weird. I want somebody to talk to me. Or I'll call on you. And I will. Love you. Great ideas. Have a great day. Okay. Kim, talk to me. Why did you want to come on today? But you got to come off mute. I always call on people, so sorry, I'm that jerk. I'm like, nope, you're going to come talk to me. Are you a studio owner, a parent? Who are you?
I am a studio owner.
Amazing.
This is my 20th year owning the studio, and I'm always looking for great ways thank you, to get my parents involved in understanding
Yeah.
the process, because I think sometimes they get lost with it.
Well, I mean, I think too, like as a studio owner for 15 years, I'm going to be really honest with you. It was about trying to get them to get the technique, to get them on stage, to do recital. And sometimes we don't have time to sit there and nurture families, of what to do and all of this process because we're juggling all of this other stuff, right? So I think it's extremely, extremely difficult to get parents to do that. But that starts with Kim, it starts with the culture of your studio.
Right.
And I will say one thing that we did during COVID that I wish I would have done earlier than the 15 years of owning the studio is I wish that I would have done more town halls. And that just meant like, hey, I'm going to come on Zoom once a month or once every other month. And if there's any questions that you have to ask me, I am available. And sometimes it is even better. Is the Canva link for the playbook. Janet, I'm going to have everybody, Haley or Miranda or Michelle jump in and go ahead and answer that question. Go ahead, Kim. Did that help you?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard because parents, they're investing a lot of money. Because here's the thing, this is nothing that I want to hear as a parent. You know, the kids get in the car and they're like, "Hey, what'd you learn?" It was okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, parents don't want to pay for that. They want to see something amazing, and that's why, you know, Daryl and I and the Elevate and Mastermind coaches and the Vision team and the directors, we created something to where teachers always have tools to make their classroom better. Because I say this all the time, and I'll say it, and even when people disagree with me, I will believe this until I go to my grave. If your teachers are not phenomenal inside your studio, it won't work. You can have every business model that you want, you can have every system in place, but if your teachers are not stellar inside the classroom, it's not going to work. And your recital should be the Super Bowl, preferably the World Series because I'm a baseball fan. But it should be the biggest thing that some of those kids ever do, and how exciting for them to be able to get on stage and be proud of what they've done. Not, oh, I've just got to go do another dance. Or, oh, this is just another combo class that I'm signing up for. Parents want to know that their child is going to level up every single year. And what are these teachers going to bring to the studio and to the classroom every time? And I did have a dad say, "I heard you are leaving in 2 years. We're going to leave whenever you leave." And I'm like, "Oh, please don't." He was like, "Yeah, but I'll never find another teacher like you." And I'm like, "You will. You will." Maybe they don't love him as much as I do. I don't know. But no, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you'll find somebody. Don't just think that I'm the only dance teacher out there. Every teacher should work just as hard every single week to make sure that that classroom is exciting to be in. And once you feel boring, they're going to leave. I'm the most unfiltered person ever. They're just going to leave. Your teachers have to be stellar. They've got to want to be there. They've got to want to be excited. And believe me, look, there's days where I'm like, "Oh my God, babe, I got to go teach 4 hours of dance." But let me tell you something. As soon as that music comes on, I have to deliver what those people paid for and what those kids deserve. And that's truly what I believe in. All right, Kim, do you have any other questions?
Not right now.
Okay, you're cute.
Okay.
All right. Of
Okay,
course.
we have a question from Stephanie in
All
the
right.
chat.
Okay, Miss Jackie, she's our financial advisor. She keeps us all with money in our pockets. All right, wait, you said Stephanie?
What age do you think is a good time to talk to them about what they want from dance? My daughter is 11 in 6th grade.
Okay, this is good. Okay, here's the thing. If they've been bit, like I always say this, if you've been bit by the dance bug, keep nurturing it. Say this all the time. If you take them to see a local musical, and I say like local, don't go see like Wicked with a touring company. We went and saw this past Christmas, A Christmas Story, and it was a cute little theater. Supporting the arts is so important. I think if they are interested in theater, I think I believe in showing kids the Tonys. Like, I am a diehard musical theater person. I have seen now 80 shows. I have them all in my phone. We just hit our 80th show with Two Strangers Carrying a Cake Across New York that's going to win a Tony. I just know it. I think that jumping to your question is, if they love dance then and they want to talk about dance, you need to take them to local theater. They need to go see touring companies. You need to take them to New York. They need to go see ballets. And I'm going to be honest, I think one of the greatest things that my husband and I have ever done is we turn on music in the kitchen and our kids listen to Miles Davis, Otis Redding, Hall and Oates. Daryl, who are Gage's some of his favorite people to listen to? Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. We listen to Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, Chili Pepper. Like, he listens, and Jet goes all the way back to like Elvis and Gage too. Elvis and Dean Martin, the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra. They love it all.
Yes. And here's the thing, that's taking them and that's exposing them to things. My mom, when I was little, she loved to gamble, honey. And we took road trips to Las Vegas. I saw, Gladys Knight and the Pips. Daryl and I went and saw, that is something that my mother loved. Like, I love Motown. Daryl danced for the Platters, for God's sake. Like, you know what I mean? I think exposing them and getting them as much exposure to music and movies. I was born and raised up in an area called Park Hill, and then we drove down the hill to Levy, and we went to this VHS store, you guys. And let me tell you something. Mother rented me Carousel, Seven Brides, Fame. Don't judge me. My favorite, Xanadu. If you watch it now, it's weird, but I'll still watch it with you. Hell yeah. You know, those things, like, I wanted to go to Fame. Did anybody else want to go to the Fame school? They don't make movies like that. But then when they brought in Center Stage, I was like, well, hellfire, I want red shoes and I want my skirt to unfold on stage. Those things really inspire kids. And if they say that they want more of it, then they have been bitten by the dance bug. Now, if they say, Mom, I want to do 7 solos, that's a different story. You want to set your dancer up to be a leading male dancer, a leading lady dancer, correct. But you have to realize most of the time you're going to be the ensemble. So you've got to learn how to dance as a group. There's not many Barishnikovs. There's not many Misty Copelands. And holy crap, there's not many Tyler Pecks. I am obsessed with Tyler Peck right now. There's not many Julian and Derek Huffs. And Scott Fowler and I were talking this past weekend, like, Derek Huff is like a new Fred Astaire for us. Like, he can do everything. So once your kid starts to talk about things like that and you start exposing them, then you go, okay, how do we do this? What do we do? Like, for instance, what does Zeta want to do? First thing out of the gate, she wants to try for Rockettes. Great. Then she's talked about maybe being a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. She has no interest at all to go to college. And Daryl and I, we went to college, and we are totally fine with that. We're going to support her all the way. Do I think it's important for her to get an education online? Absolutely. Will we try to nurture everything possible? But if this is what she wants, I got to make sure that I dive into everything Rockettes and that she trains in everything. She's got to train in hip hop. She's got to train in lyrical. She's got to train in point. She's got to train in, anything like ballroom. She's now, after watching the Dancing with the Stars show, now she wants to be a ballroom dancer. Okay, great. Guess what? Those are just toppings on the pizza, just toppings on your ice cream. All the ingredients, we got to make sure that we nurture these kids as much as possible. All right. Anybody else? Before we jump off, I just wanted to come on and show you this amazing playbook that we put together. If you'd like to purchase it, great. All the links are in there. And of course, if you don't catch those links, you're more than welcome to catch my cell phone. I'll put my cell phone in there one more time. You guys can text me and I can go ahead and follow up with you. All right. Tina Gibbs, what did you get from today, my friend? I feel like I've seen you everywhere. She's like, yeah, but I cannot work. This is my favorite when I call on
There
somebody.
you go.
The
Okay.
damn mute button.
So the biggest thing I got, because we've met before, so I love seeing you again. I love the fact that you brought up more town halls when you were talking earlier, because as a studio owner and also as a dance mom, because my lyric is also 15, so she's at that age to where I'm studio owner and studio mom and balancing both. I like the Zoom town halls. I like the Zoom town halls with the studio parents, but it also had me thinking of having little ones with my staff. Like, just like, hey guys, what's going on with you? How can we do this better? What is it that you need from me to make your job better, to make your job easier? So I kind of took that in twofold, and that's like the big thing on my notes. That's the big thing on my notes to go in and to implement today once I get off.
And honey, listen, there's nobody in the world that loves a theme more than Julie K. Stallcup. So theme them. It could be about learning about recreational dance. They can ask. Then it can be about company or pre-company.
Yes.
You know,
yes, and I like the company and the pre-company because we have auditions coming up. And I always have a meeting, like a pre-meeting before the auditions, to give them information before they actually like, oh yeah, I'm doing it again, because all the ones from this season, of course, are like, yes, I'm doing it. They know what to expect. But there are always those ones that have no clue, and they think, oh, it's the cost of a McDonald's Happy Meal. And it's like, no, you're going for the big arch with us. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. Like, I think it's great to make a Google form on top of that and just say, hey, I'm going to go ahead. If you guys have any questions, then that way you're ready for those questions before you hold that town hall.
Yes, I like
And
that also.
but open it up to the public. You know what I mean? Find like we have
Okay.
a page called the Little Rock Power Women, and there's over 30,000 people on there. And just say, hey, I'm putting it out there. I'm having a free town hall if you want to know anything about Revolution Dance Center or Dance Dynamics.
I
Facebook
love
groups
that.
are big. Facebook groups are really big, and that's how you really pull in a more of a community feel. But you have
Okay.
to also sometimes give away something free because people want to know that. So, like, maybe do like a free trial day for anybody that wants to sign up. And we did donuts and dance last year, and
Oh yeah.
I know people are like, that's not healthy. Honey, we're in the South. We eating it, honey. We eating it. So I brought donuts and we had like little juice boxes and then they could come in and they were like, hey, can we learn a hip hop step? And I was like, yeah, you can learn my Taco Bell or my McDonald's Big Mac, or you want to learn how to do a shuffle step? Don't worry. We've got a whole bin full of shoes. Let's put some tap shoes on there so they get a full feel of what the studio culture is
Mhm.
going to look like. Because if it's not inviting, parents don't want to sit there and they don't want to be there. You know what I mean? My parents
Yes.
want to come in and they want to watch me teach at all times. Like they're standing
Mhm.
outside the window sometimes, like, hey, and I'm like, come on in. I love doing that because guess what? I want to see my kid dance too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister.
Hey,
I hope to see you again soon.
definitely.
All right. Is the playbook available to studio members? Isabel Cook. I'm going to have my assistants tell you all about that. I need any other question besides purchasing information today. Do you have any other questions about the mastermind company and what we offer? Or just a question about being a mom or dad? Anybody? Nope. Allison Owens, what are you doing?
Well, I'm planning my summer classes since I was just on with Kylie on the Team Julie K call. So excited for
Wasn't
that.
she awesome?
She's so awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, no, just towing the line between being a dance parent and a dance teacher and all of the things. And it's so hard. And my sweet girl, you saw her in Denver. I'm with Schmidt in Denver.
First of all, Amanda is my girl.
I know.
And y'all are like the most, I love it. I love seeing y'all studio. I'm telling you, like, she's to my left. She's got all the babies in the magic mini room going. I know exactly. I love her so much. She's an Elevate leader. She's fantastic.
Yeah, she's
But I
awesome.
cannot breathe when I dance in Denver. I'm off the stage like throwing
It's
up.
rough. That altitude will get you. But yeah, no, but my kids have grown up with you, every year at LADM and just balancing all of that between a mom and having two kids that have very different dance journeys. One who was like magic performer of the weekend this year and another one who is having fun and sometimes
Okay.
doing the right things and sometimes not. So just kind of navigating all of that is interesting and it's a journey as a parent, as a teacher,
Yeah.
as everything. So
Think of it as an adventure. You know what I mean? We're just stopping along the way. I always like, oh, come on, get on the train. Let's go somewhere else. That's why I'm such an adventurous person. Like I love to go, go, go. I love to meet people. I love to see where they are in their adventure and all of that. But like our two sons are totally different. One was a Boy Scout, can cook for himself. He's like should have been a chef. Don't judge, but he should have. And then the other one's like, yeah, I'm gonna play football and okay, I'm gonna go fish and I'm gonna go play golf.
yeah.
Every day it's something new. He's like, Mom, I caught a huge fish. Oh, I want to go crack some balls. I'm like, okay, great. Whatever you want to do, dude. You know what I mean? One loves to go out, one doesn't like to go out. You know what I mean? It's just the way that it is. And then there's Zeta, who is like full out on stage and everything. And then she's like this, I'm going back to bed and relaxing. And I'm like, okay, whatever it takes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I love it. Well, thanks for coming on. I love seeing y'all.
Yeah, and
And
we'll
you're
see you in
in our-
Nashville. So that's exciting too.
Oh my God. Well, get ready because I'm going to be wild. And you get to see Hot Daddy. Yay! All right. Anybody else? Love talking to people. Come on. I'm open. I'm here to chat. Okay. Did you say Talia? Spell it. Say it for me. Talia?
Like tequila with an H, Tehila,
All right. Where are you from?
Chicago,
Say it again.
Chicago.
Chicago. I like it. All right. So are you a studio owner? Where are you? Like where are you? Mom?
Yeah, I'm a studio owner and a mom. I have an almost 3-year-old and a 1.5-year-old. Um,
Baby
very
babies.
fun. Yeah, we got a new location last year. This time last year, May, I was a one-man show teaching 40 students. That was it. Got a new location. Now we have about 7 teachers and 250 students. So
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
it's a wild ride.
Honey, I know. Believe me, we went from 25 to 500 to almost 1500. And it was like this. My husband and I just kept going, oh my God, oh my God. Whoa, 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 whoa. But I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. Good for you.
Thanks. Yeah, so it's, any advice on how to keep things going and optimizing, it's a lot, and I'm in the middle of hiring or trying to hire a program director, an operations manager, um, and keep everything afloat at the same time.
You know what? Hey, I mean, here's the thing. You wake up and you make it happen every day. Well, go ahead and look in the chat bar. I mean, you're more than welcome to write down my cell number. And I think, I think our programs are great. We're by far the most affordable program out there. For JKSOM, it's $225 a month, but you get 2 teachers inside learning the Team Julie K program. So there's tons and tons of videos to keep your classroom going amazing. And then for the JKSOM side, I mean, we're a family. It's Monday and Wednesday Zooms. And just yesterday, we were just talking about being a CEO and all the things that we have to do. We do give Canva templates. So if it's about like retention or if it's about, I mean, anywhere from retention to financials, like Jackie puts up Financial Friday and she's got spreadsheets that are already built. We try to build it for you and then talk you through it because owning a studio is so stressful, trying to go put it all together and it's just starting, right? It's just starting. That's the hard part. So we try to really start it for you, then guide you and help you to finish it. But what do you think is the most troubling thing right now for you? Like if I could like say, all right, let's fix it today. What would be the hardest thing for you
There's
to
no,
do?
yeah, there's no systems for anything, and we're trying to not just like keep things afloat, but thriving while researching and making functional systems so that next year when we're doing, let's say, things like recital, it's not as
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're always going to learn and you're always going to go, oh my God, that fell through the
yeah,
loophole. Oh my God, that's bad, right? So systems in place are extremely important. We have so many systems in place. Like, are you a Canva girl?
yeah,
Like, are you a Canva Pro girl?
yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. We're already on the right track. So that's what we basically do. We give you the template so then you have it. And let's start helping you. I mean, I would love to just set up a private call with you and we can chat with you because I think just getting your systems in place and making you feel like you have a really good home that's not going to make you go into debt. I mean, a lot of these programs cost you $500 to $1,000 a month. We're very affordable and look, we understand it. I tell people this all the time. I'm a Walmart girl. I am an Arkansas girl through and through. And those Neutrogena wipes cost cheaper. They're cheaper at Walmart and they have the same value than they do than Target. So, and it's cheaper. So you can call and talk to me and we can figure out if this is something for you. And if not, then I'm so glad you came on today. No pressure at all. I'm not that girl.
Thanks.
Of course. I'm so proud of you and your growth. Wow. That's amazing. I'd love to see your studio. We have a friend that has, Daryl, where's Pia's studio? What city?
It's just outside Chicago.
I know. It's called,
It's called Intrigue Dance Center, but where is it?
I know. I'm like, I don't know where it is. Do you know what it is? Oh, yes. She's nodding her head. Yes.
I think I've heard of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
forget
was,
what part of Chicago. She's just outside.
nice.
yeah. Her and Daryl grew up dancing together at Top Hat in Dallas. And then Pia went off to dance for like 7 years, honey. And how long?
8 years on Lion King.
Of
Love that.
Lion King. Yeah. She's a really good friend of ours. She taught at one of our events. She's great.
Cool.
Fantastic teacher. All right. Anybody else? No? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. If you need anything whatsoever, you can find me on Instagram or you can send me a text. Thank you guys so much for coming on to the launch of the Parent Playbook. Love you guys and hope to see you at an event or somewhere soon. Thanks, friends. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Peace.